Well, better late than never, right? Check it out. Welcome back to another episode, Chadrick's Tech. So today we want to highlight some old technology. Isn't that horrible to say? I've been wanting to find 40 series cards to add to my GPU database and my productivity database, and I have finally come into a couple cards. So you guys know what the market is right now as of August 2025. Prices are starting to come down. They're still a little higher than I want to pay, but yet I want to support this channel and I want to get more relatable content out to you. If you have a 40 series card or maybe an upper tier and you're thinking, do I need to move to a 50 series or any of the upcoming super series that is going to be coming out, I want to make sure that I have a good selection of GPU data to provide to you. So I do have a couple new additions to the channel. One, 4080 Super. And if you followed along on the channel, you've seen the YouTube short that that this gentleman got nominated packing person of the year. Anyway, this card made it in one piece. The box doesn't look so good, and the box it came in didn't look so good, but thankfully the card made it. And so this is being running through some tests and the information will be coming out. But yet I also found myself at 4090. And these prices have been pretty high. I was very reluctant to purchase a 4090 on eBay. This was nerve-wracking enough for this amount of money because I've had multiple issues with eBay. And even as of 2 days ago, trying to get older cards to the house, buying from the used market, I'll get that information out. But I mean, it's just, people are just, do people just sell old broken stuff, throw it in a box and think you're going to be happy with it? I mean, I'm half tempted to think that's what people are doing. Nonetheless, there are some good sellers out there. I try to be one of them, but I'll be honest, man, it's really tough to sell on eBay. It really is. This isn't a rag on eBay video. This is just the pains of trying to find something in the used market. So then you take to Facebook Marketplace, you take to your local boards, and I did find this card locally. And thank you to this gentleman, wanted to be able to help out, gave him a reasonable price for it. He was very fair, and he actually came out to the business, and I said, well, I'm a little hesitant to spend this kind of money, just you to hand me a card and I don't even really see that it works, because you and I both know what I probably paid for something like this. To hand somebody cash and then pray that the thing works, that's a tough pill to swallow, right? Well, I took the Intel test bench outside, set up an outside setup, or an outside system, and then the gentleman came by. We had a great conversation in the parking lot, and I did my tests, and it was okay. It was a little below average, but I really think that was because of the heat outside. It was almost a 100-degree day, ambient outside temp, and temps on the card were a little higher, as you would expect, right? You're not at a climate controlled, 68 degrees. Like, I like to try to keep the office here. And when I got the card back inside, got everything down to temp, I mean, I've had an excellent card. He took really good care of it, and I'm happy to report that I have a viable 4090 on the channel now. Now, the hotspot is a little high. I was running it through its paces, and it got into the 80 plus degrees, and it's time to pad and paste, right? So I was going to put water blocks on these, and this one I was actively searching for how cheaply could I get a water block. I water cool everything, right? And then I realized, look, what am I going to do with this card? This is tough because this is for the business, and you want to benchmark it, and you want to have it for future benchmarks and testing purposes and different configurations. And then, hey, why don't you try it in this setting? Why don't you try it in that setting? well, it's just going to be testing and put it back on the shelf. Like, that's to have this kind of money wrapped up in it and then just put it on the shelf. It's like, well, why am I spending money on a water block? So I did just a standard repad and paste on this, the 4080 Super, and I've already taken care of that. That video is coming just if you want to know how to repad and paste a card, or see the inside of this GPU, and it works great. I'm happy with it. Run my tests in it, tuck it back away in the box, and have it for future use. This one, on the other hand, I found an excellent deal on an Alpha Cool block, and eBay. I was hesitant. The gentleman was very forthcoming with what he had, assured me that it was in excellent condition. I have not put water in it yet, but I am hopeful that we can do this. So instead of repadding and repasting and just using the air cooler, which would be reasonable for anybody to do, I'm going to go ahead and put a block on the 4090 and probably use it routinely in one of the systems. Maybe the main rig until I get the water block for the 5090, because I have that external cable and stand and bracket, because the standard card doesn't fit in my machine with the twin pumps, and you've seen how I have to set that up. But nonetheless, this will then be getting a pad, paste, an update, and then used in some capacity. It's a 4090. I'm not going to spend that kind of money, test with it, and just put it on the shelf, right? So I'm going to try to use this card in some form or fashion. And welcome to the Channel 40 series. Go hang out with the rest of your brothers. So as I continue to bring more hardware to the channel, I will update the database. I'll get out benchmarks and performance data to you, and stay tuned because that's coming. Hang with me. Hope that you're having a wonderful weekend. Stay safe. God bless.